Hope, H-O-P-E, hang on, pain ends. A little over a year ago, I went 9 days with absolutely no sleep. I felt incredible. I was flying through my days while dancing in the sun. I had the most amazing ideas, notebooks upon notebooks being filled up by the hour. I felt compelled to post all of my thoughts and feelings on social media. Why were people asking me if I was okay? Of course I'm okay. I'm better than okay. What do you mean I'm yelling? No, I'm not talking fast. Yes, I know it's 3 a.m., but I have something I have to tell you. Everyone around me was extremely concerned, but I felt like I was being suffocated. I had to get away. I had to quiet their voices. So I went somewhere that most think of when they want some tranquility and peace. New York City. Times Square, to be exact. So, on my 10th night of no sleep, I found myself alone in a $400 hotel room in the middle of the city that never sleeps. It was during that hotel stay that I came to the realization that I was being filmed, that there was a hidden camera crew documenting my every move, and that they had been filming me for years. It was a few hours later that I was in a hospital gown in the psychiatric emergency room being admitted for a manic episode of bipolar disorder. Hang on, pain ends. This was not my first experience with mania, but it was by far the worst. I had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder 4.5 years earlier after the birth of my son. Oh my God, have you met my baby Parker? Isn't he just the cutest? And you will never guess what gets him to sleep. Choreographed dance moves while holding him in my arms and singing at the top of my lungs. The louder I sing, the better. Anytime I had an episode, it was brought on by some sort of stressful or life-changing event. This most recent manic episode followed the decision that my husband and I made to get a divorce. Hang on, pain ends. For me, the most devastating part of bipolar disorder is the depression. My depression is the deepest, darkest place ever imaginable. Everything that makes me me disappears. All of my hopes and dreams are gone. My ability to love others and to love myself is completely broken. I feel like I am nothing. I'm worthless. I hate this illness. I'm a horrible mother, a terrible daughter. I can't even be a friend right now. I scroll through Facebook and see everybody else so happy. Pictures and videos. I scroll through over and over just to torture myself and to remind myself that while everyone is living their amazing lives, I am trapped in this darkness. My depression is such a liar. It's the best liar. It makes me believe that this world would be better off without me here. My depression is suicidal, and I did have a plan to take my own life. Hang on, pain ends. It took many doctors through the years to help me manage this brain disease. That's what it is, a disease of the brain. I went through 4 psychiatrists and 4 therapists before finding the right ones that began to help me instead of hurt me. The first time I was brought to a psychiatrist was when I was in my early 20s, suffering from my first bout of depression. While I was sobbing and barely getting the words out, he fell asleep. When he came to, he said, Well, I have good news and bad news. Bad news, you have bipolar disorder. Good news, I have about 30 different medications we can try for it. So let's see, today's Tuesday. What do I like to prescribe on Tuesdays? Clearly, I never went to see him again. I also didn't believe him. Being told I had bipolar disorder at the age of 23 felt like a death sentence. After the birth of my son, I suffered 2 hypomanic episodes and 2 severe depressive episodes in the matter of 1 year. Right before my son's first birthday, I cried myself to sleep, believing in my heart that this would be the only birthday of his that I would ever see, because my mind was telling me that dying would be better than living. Hang on, pain ends. Last year was the first time I was ever hospitalized for my illness. 6 nights and 7 days, filled with adult coloring sessions, no razors, group therapy, and medication management. I came out of there and thought I was cured. I feel amazing. This week getaway is just what I needed. I'm refreshed, revitalized, renewed. I'm cured. But I was wrong. You see, this illness doesn't have a cure. As I take my medication every day, go to my therapy, and see my new psychiatrist, I know that these things keep me in remission. But I am determined to stay in remission. Now that I am healthily balanced between mania and depression, I do have a passion to share my story. This is my brave. I am now living a normal life. I'm living a happy life. But most of all, I am living. Bipolar disorder will always be a part of who I am, but I will not allow it to be who I am. I am now thriving as a mother, daughter, sister, friend, and mental health advocate. This illness has changed my life, but it will not take my life. Because I have hope. H.O.P.E. Hang on, pain ends. Thank you.